I'm out here doing on our property. We're in western North Carolina, and we bought 37 acres back in 2021, and our plans have kind of changed over the years, but right now our plan is to build we have to build a minimum of 1,200 square foot home, and then we're allowed one accessory dwelling unit. So the goal is to build both of those kind of at the same time, then rent out the accessory dwelling, and then hopefully over time we can build other stuff and yeah, just keep adding to our property. But right now I got an excavator coming pretty soon, which I'll be trying to build some roads with it and kind of just do some initial site prep. So right now I'm just kind of chopping some trees up and stuff to get them out of the way. We're in western North Carolina in Morganton. So back in, I think it was the end of September when Helene came through, the hurricane, a lot of trees on our property got knocked down. So I'm just trying to chop them up. I'm going to try to sell a lot of the logs that are big enough just to get a little money for them. I don't think I'm going to get a ton, but it beats just letting them sit here and rot. So I'm just trying to chop everything up into manageable pieces. I think I'm going for like 10.5 feet on most of them. And then just, yeah, chop stuff up small enough to where I can move it with the excavator versus just having a whole tree and, yeah, not being ready when the excavator gets here, because I want to do as much as I can with it. The excavator I'm renting is a Kubota KX057. So I'm really excited about that one. It's a 2024. So I have a lot of videos coming on that. I think I got it for 9 days, so I'm going to be using it as much as I can. But yeah, for today, I'll be just chopping stuff up. Chainsaw I use is a MS250 Stihl, and I like it. The one I used to have was a Stihl 026 with an 18-inch bar, and that thing was awesome. But I destroyed that one. It got pinched in a tree, and the tree was still standing upright, and the blade got pinched. But it was like watching it in slow motion. I heard it creaking, and I was gonna try to get it out, but a couple minutes later it just kept creaking, and then eventually it fell. And of course the tree came up and slammed on the saw, and it bent at first I thought it was just the bar, but all of the handles and everything were broken, and stuff was bent. And I took it into a steel shop, and they said it was pretty much not going to be cost effective to try to repair it. So I was sad to see that go. I got this one used from a local place in Morganton, and yeah, I can't remember what I paid for it. I feel like it was 140 or 180 or something. It was pretty cheap. It was used, but I haven't had any problems with it starting up. It's only a 16-inch bar, but really I like it. It's pretty lightweight. It's not the most powerful thing, but I'm not a professional, so I don't need to be churning through stuff super fast. I mean, yeah, if you try to really push through wood, it bogs down pretty easily, but I mean, I got time. If it takes me twice as long, that's fine. But overall, I like it. It's a used saw, so I don't have to, if I land another tree on it or something by mistake, I'm not gonna be too upset versus if I had like a $500 saw. So I can abuse this, and I do. I'm not the greatest, but I try to do a good job and be safe. While I'm at it, I got chaps and a helmet and all that good stuff. And one thing I'm excited about is I finally get to retire these gloves. You can see the handles falling off. So picked up some new gloves at Rural King recently, so we're gonna retire those and wear these ones out today. And yeah, one thing I decided to go with is not go with the Velcro anymore, because it's especially doing cameras and all kinds of stuff. It's kind of a pain to mess with the Velcro strap. So I think this will be a lot better, just being able to slip them on and off. So excited about that. The thing with our property is the road's at the very top, and then it goes about 2,000 feet, 2,500 feet down to the creek. So right now I have to carry everything. So I'm carrying gas and chainsaws and all kinds of stuff down there. So it'll be nice once I have a road cut in here. But I'll show a bunch of videos and be cutting stuff up. And I got a drone ordered as well. So I should be able to, once I get that, get some really cool shots of the property and of just doing work. And my goal is just to document everything as we go. So I'm planning on doing most of the work with the build. And I've been doing lots of research, and I'm fairly handy, but I've never done a lot of this stuff before. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of learning curves, and I'm sure I'll make mistakes along the way, but that's half the fun. And when you have hopefully a finished product, and you get to look back and know you accomplished something. So that's the goal, but I'm sure there's going to be times where I'm cussing, so you can enjoy all the highs and lows with me, hopefully. But I appreciate you watching, and hope you enjoy. So these 3 trees fell during the Helene as well. I imagine probably this back tree probably fell first, and then fell into this one, and then fell into this one, like dominoes. But I'm gonna try to chop most of these things up. I'm gonna try to take my time though, because I'm not trying to get the blade pinched. It's gonna be a lot of tension on them, I'm sure. So I'm gonna try to cut it to where I don't get anything stuck. And I don't think the stumps are gonna come down too much, because we're on a hill right here. It's kind of about like that, steep. So I would imagine, this stump right here will probably fall this way, so I gotta be aware of that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. thing's wedged in there, I guess balance, but I cut it there. And I thought this was gonna fall, but from what I can tell, it is cut all the way through, but it never fell here. So I guess it's just wedged in there so good. But yeah, it's nothing holding it up there. So yeah, it's just bouncing, I guess. It's wedged in that stump is holding it good, I guess. This tree was hollowed out towards the bottom. I just kind of went right above it. I'm sure it goes up further, but as you can see, there's a hole right there. So I'll probably go up a couple feet and then cut it again. Water pouring out. Too bad that's not maple syrup. I just wanted to share this gas can. They make so many crappy gas cans now that they're supposed to be safety cans or whatever, but they're more of a pain in the butt to use, because I usually grab something and it's coming out slow, or yeah, this is a pain. But just wanted to share this one with you. It's, I think, most places, but been really happy with it. It's called No Spill, but it's really easy to use, and it comes out pretty quick, and like it says, it doesn't spill. So highly recommend this as well. Yeah, you can just pop this cap off here, and then you put your hands like this. There's a green button in the back you got to press, but it works pretty good just with one hand. And then the other hand, you kind of hold the back handle. You just squeeze. There you go. Oh, I had one drip, so. It's not hollowed out anymore, but it's still wet in the middle. I probably need to go another 3 or 4 feet. So I'll probably go cut it at the other end first, and then I'll end up chopping this last little piece off. But yeah, now I got this big one over here. It's hung up in the tree. It's probably like 5 feet off the ground, up in the air. I might go see if I can stand right there and cut it and just drop this 10-foot piece straight down. And then I got this one down here I still got to cut. So one thing, if you're out in the woods and you want to sharpen it, and you don't have a vise, you can just do a plunge cut, and then I'll just hold the saw up like that. So it makes it a little easier, not on the ground. And then I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. But pretty much you want to get it in there just like that. And then this plastic thing, there's an arrow there, so you want this thing parallel to the blade. You don't want it like that and sharpen. So you want it parallel there, And then as you push, and this is hard to do with one hand, but as you push, you just want to keep it, and you want to end parallel to the blade again. With this piece should be parallel to the blade. And then you don't want to drag it back. You kind of pick it up to where it's not cutting. And probably about 3 passes usually does it. And I usually like to hold my back end here and then my left hand up there so you can apply even pressure. But you just do that, go around the whole blade. So that's this way, and then you will flip it over, and then you'll do the ones going the other direction. But yeah, nice tool. I'll put a link in the description in my Amazon store if you just want to check it out. I get a small kickback if you use the link, but good tool and highly recommend it. You can see all the crap I gotta carry down here. It's yeah, chainsaw, lube, gas, lunch, and yeah, hammer, chisels, water. So yeah, adds up. Got some nice lunch here. Eating some Moondog pizza. Leftover Moondog pizza. I'm just hanging out down here. It's about a half-mile walk down from the road, so I got to carry all that stuff down here. And this was our second biggest tree, but after Helene, this is now our biggest tree. Big white pine.